Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
England! England!
Looking back through the years, we can't hold back the tears and the fears. We gotta be what we can be, 'cause we can write a new history, yeah. So we on Kane, Sterling, we believe we wear the lion's heart on our sleeves. So we are England through and through. Come on, England, we love you.
Till I Die TV, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
And now, here's your host.
right, Chris?
All right, good evening. How the devil are you? I hope you are well. Let me just move that up. There you go. We're back. The second game of the Women's Euros. And tonight it is Northern Ireland taking on Norway. We'll be having a look at that in full soon. Lou is going to be joining me. She was late home from work and she's still eating, and she didn't think you'd want to sit there and watch her eating, which is fair enough. We're in the same group, of course, still in Group A. England and Austria played last night. England obviously did win 1-0. This is the Watchalong for Norway, Northern Ireland.
Till I Die Watch-Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
And can I say, please, if you are so kind, please do that if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and also hit the likes button, because it really, really does help the channel as we progress. Kickoff is about 10 minutes away, so thank you very much for joining us now. I'm going to. I know that nobody comes on to watch these shows and expects to be told a great big load of you can't do this, you can't do that, blah 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 blah. But let me just say this: there is such a thing as a on-off button. There is also such a thing, if you're on social media, as a comment button. Now, if you haven't got anything positive to say, the best thing to do is don't comment. Now, as you can see, I have social media posts to go along with this YouTube channel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And when I finish these shows, I post them on all of those sites so that people can come back if they missed it and catch up later. And I put the one on yesterday from England versus Austria. And I suppose every club has those knuckle-dragging Neanderthal fans that wish we were back in the 70s, all stood up and all fighting and throwing flares at each other. Basically, better known as the missing link. I guess every club does have it. But to go on and say that was a boring game last night and it will never be as good as the men's. Did you watch the men's in the Nation League? Did you? Because I tell you what, if you watched that game last night, which I don't think you could have done if you were commenting, and you were saying, well, it will never be as good as the men's. I'll tell you something, last night was better than the men's. Those comments have been removed from the Facebook group, Leicester Till I Die. And if it's continued, basically I kick you out. It's as simple as that. If you don't like it, just don't comment on it. Or come on and give something constructive. Say, well, actually, it wasn't a bad game, but I'll tell you something. Yesterday, we saw no rolling over 10 pirouettes, trying to con and cheat. The men con and cheat, and I include Leicester players in that. There was no surrounding the referee. The referee was allowed to make decisions. There wasn't any surrounding her, shouting at her, querying it. As I say, diving. It was a joy to watch. And if you think that was worse, that was better. That was not as good as England losing 4-0 to Hungary in the men's Nation League. I think you should have gone to Specsavers. So all I will say is, you've got a choice. You've got a choice, and if you don't like it, there's an on-off switch, like I say. So, but if you carry it on any of my channels, basically, you will get booted. You will. Somebody's been using Google Translate here. Michael, young man, thank you very much for joining us. I'm not even going to say that. Even Chris from your favourite Austrian. Well, when you've got to support Austria because your own country's not in there, it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it, Michael? I think it is. But welcome along. Thank you very much, sir. Very, very quickly, and I will ask you, did it work again? Please tell me if it worked again, because it's driving me mad, this. Basically, you will be asked when you come in if you are prepared to accept the conditions. Yeah. I didn't like your Austrian skills, Mike. I liked your Google Translate. General, DFAC, good evening. How are you? Watching us on Twitch. Thank you very much. Please give us a follow on Twitch. I will follow everybody back, and obviously I'm not on Twitch at the moment, but if I go on and any extra follows I get, I do follow straight back as soon as I see them. But welcome along, General. I hope you are well. Get your thoughts on women's football. Do you like it? Don't you like it? I guess you're on here to watch it, so I'm guessing you do like it. But let's have a look. We've got the teams. We have the teams up. Yes, a lot. Well, exactly. Did you watch the game yesterday? I don't know if you're an England fan or an Irish or whatever. Mike, so you could even be Welsh. Yeah. I wouldn't wish it on you, but you could be. Oh, he's French. Bonsoir. Oh, that is the limit. That is the limit of my French. Okay, I hated languages at school. It was a good. It was a good game. It was a good game. And General, please follow us on YouTube as well, because we will be covering some of the French games. We're definitely going to be covering all the England games. We're going to be covering other games, but obviously we can't do every single one. But France is one country that I am going to try and follow their games on and do the watch along. Bonsoir. Come on. Hang on now. No, I'm 61. How long ago did I do French at school? Come on. Yeah, whatever. Cul-de-sac. There you go. That's another French word, I know. I think it only works first time I logged in, as it didn't come up just now. Interesting then. Interesting that. I'm waiting France, England in semi. Well, let's hope we both get there. I don't know if that is you or not, Doug. Good evening, Chris. How the devil are you? Doug, are you not in Rhodes on your honeymoon? I reckon it's just gone up to 8 o'clock there. It must be 10 o'clock. Are you not thinking about going back to your hotel? I tell you what, mate, you've got to keep hold of Rebecca. If she's letting you come on this on your honeymoon, I'll tell you. Is France tonight? We're doing this live game now. Yes, not actually broadcasting the game as such, but you will see the graphics for it, etc. For this one. And yet, Louise is going to join us in 1 second. I take it, Doug, do tell me, did they come up for you? Did the chat box come up for you when you came in? So anyway, stay, General, and see what you think. Richard, good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome along. Trying to get your son on the show. And you're off cruising. Bloody West Ham fans to get too much money. Luke, good evening. How the devil are you?
I'm really good, thanks. How are you?
I am all right. Are you fed and watered?
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I was supposed to finish work at 6 and I ended up finishing at 7.
Never
Just
apologise. Never apologise. I think you mistyped that, but apparently you're Don.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'm a bit worried about that. We'll move on. We'll move on very quickly. Right. Let us bring in the details. You did miss my rant earlier. I was saying that, I am throwing out of the group anybody who just goes on and has a criticise of English women's football. And there was a 2 in Facebook, but there's just no need for it. There's just no need for it.
No, you don't have to follow it, but just don't dismiss it. It's like I said last night. Don't want to watch it, fine, but just let those that do want to watch it enjoy it.
Yes. Well, that's cool. The Norwegian team have got Norway and Northern Ireland flags on the shirt. That's very decent of them. Richard as well, can you help me? Did the box come up for you, Richard, when you came on, asking you to click OK and agree to the rules? Let me know, please, Richard. He's all good. Yeah, Mike says, have you got your letter from your parent for being late? Oh, Richard, that's great to know. Yeah, just that if anybody's coming in that's new, you will be asked the first time. You'll get a welcome box to the channel, and then there are some basic rules about swearing, about respect, about challenge the argument, not the person. And you've just got to agree those if you want to come in and join in the chat. The teams there are out. Northern Ireland going 4-3-3. It looks like Norway going a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think Norway are the favourites, would you say?
Oh, yeah, heavily favourites.
Yeah.
I think for Northern Ireland, it's more about the performance than the result. They need to put in a good performance because this, along probably with England, are the 2 hardest games in this group. So if they can get something from this game, or indeed the one against England, they're putting themselves in a really good position. So they've just got to go out, defend well because they're going to need to, but obviously we've got to have some sort of attacking threat as well. And that's where I'm a little bit worried that might not happen, but we'll see.
Yeah. St Mary's is bathed in sunshine there. I should have tried to get a ticket. Turf Morehouse, good evening, fresh from the shower. I know that was an awful thought you left me with when we finished our chat earlier. I've been on this show before, and you won't be inviting on any others now. He's got new friends, Turf Morehouse, Dan. He's got his new Championship and League 1 and League 2 friends now.
Northern Ireland are playing all their games at Southampton. So if you did want to go and watch, the other games will be there as well. So.
Oh, right. That's interesting to know. The last rule says, Richard, was how many points above Leicester will you finish? I ticked loads. Okay. One season in the last, I don't know how many managed to finish above us by about 3 points, and we'll never hear the end of it. That's his new nickname, Championship Dan. Now we're about to kick off, and I have a feeling that they are going to be taking the knee. And just on that point, tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, we won't be covering the game because tomorrow night at 9 o'clock we've got the debate show, and we're going to be talking racism and homophobia in football. They didn't do the knee, did they? Interesting. I didn't miss it, did I, Lou?
I don't believe you did, no.
No. I'm surprised at Northern Ireland. Wow. I'm surprised at that. But I say tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, we've got the show and we'll be talking has rainbow laces and things like that, and has taken the knee, made any real difference. Norway are in white tonight. I don't quite know why, because they don't clash with Norway, who are in red. But we're off. I'm just coming up to a minute, Lou. I don't know what you are there.
I'm on 124 or 126.
Okay, you're ahead of me again by about 20 seconds. Yeah.
About the same as last time.
I have a feeling that we're going to might see a few more goals tonight.
Yeah, I think so. Again, it's really difficult because in many ways, Northern Ireland are the same as Austria last night. You know, they're going to need to defend pretty well, and they're probably going to be on the back foot for most of the game. So,
yes. If you want to watch it on the TV, do you mean, Rush? It's on the BBC. All the matches are on the BBC in one form or another. So some of them are on BBC One. Some of them are actually on BBC Two. I'm guessing it's the non-English ones. And you might even get the odd one. You might have to go online and watch it on the iPlayer. But they're all being covered in one way or another by the BBC, which is nice to see. We said yesterday, didn't we? It's nice to see that.
Yeah. Again, like I said last night, it's just about getting people watching the games.
Yes.
And that's why I'm glad it's on the BBC, because everybody has it. Like, nobody's not going to have the BBC if they've got a television. So.
Yes, exactly. I predicted 9-0 Norway, says Mike. They're not playing Wales, they're playing Northern Ireland. Young Michael, you know. Hashtag banter. Just watch that soap, mate. Watch that soap. If you go on to Rush, if you think about where you can go, because I'm just looking there, there's quite a few empty seats there, isn't there, Lou?
Yeah, it's only 11,000 apparently tonight, which is obviously a lot less than watched England last night. But
yes,
I think that's still decent, really. I think the thing with this game is people are expecting Norway to win quite heavily.
Yes.
So maybe that's putting people off, but 11,000 is not bad.
No, I mean, if you know, you've got to look at where they've come from, and Norway. No, ooh, that was a good. That was good defending then. Last minute defending from Northern Ireland. Norway was through. I think if you just look where they were a while ago, I think they would have taken 11,000 watching them, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and the thing about Northern Ireland is, Kelly Smith said it when they were talking before the game. They are where England were 15 years ago. They had a team, they had to disband it, and they're now kind of restarting again. So in 15 years' time, if the Irish authorities give them the money and the respect that England have given their women's side, they'll be a lot better off.
Yes.
I'm not saying they're going to be winning Euros or anything, but they'll be a much better side, and they'll be qualifying for these tournaments regularly rather than.
Yeah, and you've got to accept the fact that it's not England, and it's like I say, it's still growing. Women's football, it's still growing. Mike. Yes, banter. We did beat Leicester, in case you don't remember. Newport beat us once in about their 100 and whatever it is year history. And I'll say this to you, Michael. That's all I can say to you, Mike. That's all I can say. So we've had the first 5 minutes, and it's still 0-0. Ian, good evening. How the devil are you? I'm a Darlington SC fan. We were made bankrupt in 2011, reformed in 2012, demoted 4 leagues. We're currently a fan-owned National League North club. We've had 3 promotions to date. Well done, Ian. And I'm a Leicester fan because I was born and bred in Leicester. There's no other reason that you'd be a Leicester fan, is there, Lou?
No.
I do actually live down in Poole in Dorset, and when I first came down here, I actually worked for them as a steward. And the lower league clubs, it's what I would call proper football. You know, I stood next to the guy next to me behind the goal was effing and blinding at the Poole players. I went, "Are you not happy with them?" He went, "I fucking own the club. Of course I'm not happy with them. We're losing." So fair enough. And you've liked and subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, sir. That is much appreciated.
It's very easy when you're in the top league to forget about the leagues below.
Yes.
Very easy to kind of not, especially for Leicester, remember where you came from. You know, we
Yeah.
haven't been quite as low as that, but we have been in the third division before. Okay, only for one season, but we do remember it. We need to remember it.
We have, and I think as well, you know, we always prided ourselves on having a club that when we were coming up was still sort of family orientated. And I just hope that we don't that isn't eroded away the longer we are, you know, in the Premier League.
I don't think it will with the ownership. I think they're very conscious of the fact that they want to keep it that way.
Again, not just Leicester, Northern Ireland trying to play it out from the back. What's happened? They've lost it. They've lost it just outside the box. And to be quite honest with you, they should have just cleared it. I just don't like this playing out from the back.
I don't mind it, but it can be risky. And when you're the underdog as hard as they are, you don't want to be giving goals to Norway. You're already up against it. You don't want to be gifting them goals like that.
Yeah. Ian, you say here the Darlington FC fans have raised, and this is amazing, they've raised over £136,000 for next season budget for the running of the club. Not bad for a fan-owned National League North club. Yes, well done, mate. Well, greatest respect to Darlington for that, mate. Great news that they've been able to do that. Was Darlington, was that the one, or was it Doncaster that was owned by the ex-con? And I remember watching a video on YouTube where he built a huge ground. That basically it was like a League One ground for, you know, your normal attendance was say 2,000 and the ground was for about 20 or something. I might get Doncaster and Darlington mixed up. I don't know. But no, that is really respect to you and all the Darlington fans, Ian. Well done. And he says, Casper Schmeichel made his Football League debut for Darlington FC back in the whenevers he was on loan from Manchester City. Wow. Now, I'll be honest with you, I did not know that. I didn't know that. Bet you wish you could have kept hold of him, Ian.
According to the Leicester fans, you can have him back.
Yes, don't start me on that. We're doing the snog, marry, avoid, stroke, the keep, sell, loan at the weekend. We were going to be doing that tonight, but it was put back because we're doing this watch along. Something bad happened. Yes. Goal from Norway. Well taken, in fairness.
Yeah, had a bit too much space, didn't she? Though?
Yes.
As it went over, I mean, look, there's just.
I mean, I don't know if the goalkeeper should have done better, maybe.
Yeah, you always say don't get caught on your pace, don't you? But
yeah, I can only say really one thing to that.
Be serious, man. You cannot be serious.
But unfortunately, we are. Norway won. Yes, the last-ditch attempt on the tackle from the.
Yeah, she just got pulled into the. Far into the middle, so then when it came to the Norway play, she couldn't make up the ground.
Yes. Oh dear. I mean, it's bad enough, you know, like you said, they've got a mountain to climb now. Blackstad is the goal scorer, 1-0 to Northern Ireland after 10 minutes. 1-0 to Norway, sorry, after 10 minutes. There we go. And I guess, I don't know why this doesn't update like it used to. There we go. Mike says that keeper has atrocious positioning. Never get the beat at your near post. Yeah, that was a yeah. I mean, it did go in at the near post. You're quite right, and that should have been covered. A long range effort there from the Northern Irish, and it kind of I think it's ended up at Southampton docks. They have got a mountain to climb now, haven't they? Mike says his 9-0 is on. I mean, do you think now? I mean, what's Northern Ireland's game plan now, Lou? Do you think that? I mean, they're going to have to come out, and will that leave them more exposed at the back? A shot there from Norway, well held by the goalkeeper this time. Sorry, Lou. I think they are going to have to come out, aren't they, Northern Ireland now? Will that leave them exposed?
Now, yeah.
Oh no! 2-0. And I'm afraid they've only got themselves to blame for that, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, again, the defending's not good enough, is it? By a long way.
No. Not at all.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Oh dear. Yeah, Norway are going to batter them. I think you could be right. They brought that one on themselves. I mean, there's how many minutes gone in the game?
13.
Yeah, I mean, 2 down. This is inbound. Well, it is at the moment. I mean, we've still got obviously a hell of a long way to go, but you know, if that first 13 minutes is anything to go by, you know, maybe a 9-0 is going to be
more. If it carries on like that, it'll be more.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, Ian. Julian Joachim. I've just been reading his autobiography. I've got a signed copy, and he was saying about his time there. And Jimmy Willis, yeah. Brian Little, we got him from you, didn't we? I think he was with yourself when we actually came in for him, if my memory is correct. But like I say, all the best to Darlington. Will be great. Will be great to see you back. And it's nice when you see clubs that have gone down, especially when it's, you know, they've been badly run. It's nice to see them come back.
Oh, exactly.
When I said there's going to be, in fact, yes, BBC have just thought that goal, yeah, 5 minutes ago, late. My mate who is watching this just messaged me and said your 9-0 prediction could be double that. That was a bit she meant that tackle, didn't she?
She did.
Well, in fairness, she did get the ball. Oh no!
Oh, it was a good tackle. Yeah, she got the ball.
Yeah, she did get the ball, didn't she? Oh yeah, it's a throw in. So yeah, fair dues.
She needed to get it though, going in like that.
Oh, again now they're just. This is God. That was lucky for Northern Ireland that it didn't fall to her. You know, she couldn't. It stuck under her feet, the Norway striker, didn't it?
Yeah.
6 shots they've had so far, Northern Ireland. Norway. Sorry, Norway. 6 shots. Because it's Northern Ireland, I think they're at home and read them first. Let me update the score. I didn't update the score, did I? Yeah, I know I said we'd probably see more goals, but I didn't think it'd be this quick.
My Irish roots are not going to be happy.
You're Irish what, sorry?
Roots. I've got Irish roots.
Oh, have you? Ah.
Yeah. Both my granddad's.
Oh, again, what was she doing? They're not going to be able to outplay these Norway strikers, are they? The defenders. They've just got to boot it, I would say. Yeah, yes, you poached Brian Little when Darlington FC had back-to-back promotions in the early 90s. I'm sorry, mate. I do apologise. But we loved him. Anyway, it's a corner to Norway.
We loved him. He walked out and went to Villa. Loved him till he did that.
It's another corner. You know, I don't like it because he said he wasn't going anywhere, then he did. Yeah,
that's why I didn't like it.
I kind of, like when Martin O'Neill went to Celtic, hang on, let's just see if Norway are going to get anything from this. Yeah, just boot it out. That's the way. This could end up being embarrassing. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Why play the ball round the back when you're 2-0 down? But no, Martin O'Neill turned down, Leeds and Everton allegedly to go to Celtic because that was his club. And I know Brian Little. I mean, it wasn't nice, but we got him off Darlington. So I suppose it was like, I mean, Mark McGee went to Wolves just because he thought they were the bigger club, and that's why I hate him. But Brian Little, he said
the same. He went to Villa because they thought they were a big club, and to be fair, at the time they were, but they were also his club, weren't they? I don't think that makes any difference. If you're employed by someone, you could have at least decency to be honest with the fans. It's not the leaving that upsets me. It's how it was done.
No, I agree with you because he said he wasn't and then he did and all this. I agree 100%.
Yes, there's a chance I'm going to leave. If it doesn't turn out and I end up staying here at Leicester, I'll give everything.
Yeah, I mean it's like that. It's like, let's suppose with Brendan Rodgers. If the Northern Ireland job comes up, would he be able to turn it down? Because you don't know when those jobs are going to become available again. So as I say, it's like Kate. I understand him going, but it was just the way he left. Going
to an international job, I think, is different, especially if it happens to be your country, and that's really different to going to another club.
Oh wow! What's a corner? She carried it behind. That was swinging in the air, wasn't it? No. Tell you what, Norway are looking good.
I think this defence is making them look good, though.
Well, I was about to see whether you said that or not, because I didn't want to be horrible and say Northern Ireland are making them look good. But
the thing is, for as much as I love the women's game and I watch a lot of it, I will tell you if they're playing crap. I will be honest about it. If they're doing the wrong things, I'll say they're doing the wrong things.
Yeah. They've had one shot, Northern Ireland. So it's the corners coming in. Straight to the goalkeeper.
That one shot, though, was that long range effort.
Yeah, exactly. Now then, they're through. No, the goalkeeper's going to come out and kick it wide. That was a through ball there for a bit of a punt and hope, I think. But you got to remember, in Norway, they've won this twice, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, like
Northern
I said,
Ireland, it's their first tournament, so
Norway were always going to be the strong favourites. But
yes,
to me, if you're Northern Ireland, you want to go out and give a good performance. And up to now, they haven't. They haven't shown the best of themselves yet.
yeah,
And that's where the frustration will come from. Not the fact that they're 2-0 down.
But are Norway not allowing them to be good?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? What is, we're saying Norway look good, but how much of that is them looking good in the Northern Ireland defence?
Yes.
And it's the same, isn't it? How much are Norway not letting Northern Ireland look good to them just not being good?
Yes.
It's like,
that was a lovely move there by Norway. Credit to the goalkeeper there, came out and blocked it. Because it could have been on for a third there. And it is always hard to judge this because I'm watching this and I'm watching Norway and thinking, yep, they're very good. Are they going to give England problems? But then England aren't Northern Ireland. And no disrespect to Northern Ireland when I'm saying that. But what is the goalkeeper doing out there?
they're not having much of the ball, and then when they do get it, they're not really doing anything with it.
No. It's all been like watching Leicester, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not Brazil. Like watching Leicester. So here they come. The thing is now, Norway can they're going to toy with them like a dog with a toy, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's the thing, that there's 2 goals, obviously. They would have been confident going into this game anyway. Then they've got this 2-0 lead. That just adds even more confidence to where it's at.
Yeah. And the fact that it's come so early. Oh. And it's a long shot. Oof. Was that a save or did it hit the post and go wide?
That's a save. That's a really good save.
Let's have a look at it from behind the goal. Yes. She's made some good saves in the last 5 minutes, has the Northern Ireland goalkeeper, Burns. Is it Burns?
Yeah. I mean, positionally, she was probably at fault for probably the first goal. She didn't get beat on a post. But, again, for her, it's the first time she's ever been in a major tournament. Like, you've got to realise that these players have never been in this position before.
Yes.
And, are playing one of the best teams in the tournament. So,
Corner comes across. She comes and punches clear. I think she's growing in confidence. I think because she's making some good saves. He says the ball comes in. Oh,
that's the thing, that the saves will give her confidence.
Yeah, that I thought that was 3-0. Then
it probably should have been.
It's a great cross over the head. Oh, she just didn't connect. How wide was it? That should. It was actually probably wider than it probably looked. That should have been a goal, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah, and a different. I think she, like you say, she just didn't make the right connection with it.
Yeah. You see, again, they're doing a Leicester. The goalkeeper's doing a Casper. They're kicking it out to the defenders. Why? I just have to say, why do you do that? Because you can't compete with the Norway players. The Norway strikers are a lot better than the Irish defenders.
To their credit, if they kick it up front, it's just going to go back to Norway. So either way, do you know what I mean? They're not the attackers aren't as good as the Norway defenders. So the Norway are then just going to get the ball. They've got to keep the ball. They've got to try and keep possession.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it will be more than the 9-0 that's been predicted. You've got to have some sort of going forward yourself.
Yeah. No, it's a fair point, and they are coming forward now.
Yeah.
Norway. Oh, could you keep it in? Yes. The Irish ladies kept it in. The number 3, and it's out for a throw-in. The defending by Ireland is still a bit desperate and last minute. But the goalkeeper, like I say, I think she must be. They're giving that those good saves, but they're just giving her that bit of confidence.
That's right, yeah. And like I say, they hopefully will grow into the game. I mean, it's probably a bit late now, they're 2-0 down, but you've got to think of the rest of the tournament as well.
Yes. You say 2-0. Oh, there's a shot there. I mean, it's only, there's just 26 minutes gone. Football, it throws up some strange results sometimes.
It sure does.
That was a bit wide. Wide from Wade. Norway doing the same. They're playing it out from the back. Yeah. Yeah, the BBC are just saying that's the that should have been the 3rd for Norway. And 2 outstanding. Oh, that goal is leading a charmed life, isn't it?
Sure.
I mean, McGee there, I think it was the last-ditch tackle. It just went wide. Oh. Let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah. It's such a... I mean, you're looking at this and you're thinking like the 3rd goal's going to happen. It's going to come. But then, you can also look at it and say, well, they might rue these missed chances.
Yeah, I mean, the chances, they need to get that goal, that first one soon if it's going to happen, I feel. But
yes. The player down injured at the moment. I was just meant to tell you before. We're going to be covering definitely all the England games, and I think the England group games possibly as well. I might, because there's some, like tomorrow I've got a show at 9, but there's an early kick-off at 4:45. I don't know that you're at work. What I'll do is I'll message you if I'm going to cover a show, and you can say sort of whether you can make it or not.
I'm at work 8 in the morning till 7 at night tomorrow. So.
Wow, good deal. They are. That's not a 9 to 5 for you, then, is there?
Nope. Not when you work in a care home.
Oh, do you work? Oh, respect, great respect to you. Yes, definitely not then. What date are we tomorrow? Yeah, so it's Spain, Finland. So Germany, Denmark, which would have been a good game at 9. I can't do because of the show.
I think I'll watch that one if I can stay awake.
Yeah, but Spain, Finland's at 5. So, they're checking for a potential penalty, are they?
They are handball.
Oh, can't see from that angle if she touched it or not. Show it. Oh, yeah. Show it at a different angle. Here we go. Yeah, they touched her elbow. It touched her elbow. I think this is going to be given as a penalty, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it gets worse and worse for Northern Ireland. Okay. So,
well, yeah, she's not scored the penalty yet, but she probably will.
Well, yeah, I always presume the penalties are scored.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they, if 99% of the time they should score. But
even the best penalty takers miss sometimes.
They do indeed. They do indeed. Riyad Mahrez, Jamie Vardy,
Alan Shearer.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Miss.
Gareth Southgate. No, maybe not. So what? No, that's fine. So I'll be doing the 5 o'clock one, so I'll do that with somebody else. But what I'll do is, I'll as I say, I'll message you before, and if you can do them, great. If you can't, no problem. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm good for England's next game because that's Monday, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. There we go. 3-0.
Do Northern Ireland play? That's against Northern Ireland, yeah?
I think that's Norway.
Is it Norway?
Yeah, England, Norway is 8 o'clock on Monday. So Lou's okay for that.
Northern Ireland play on the Tuesday after.
They play on.
So I can't do that one. I'm working. Can't do Tuesday.
No, they play at 5 o'clock before us.
Oh, okay. So we'll do a double.
She got a hand to it. That was unlucky. Unlucky for the goalkeeper there. She guessed right and she got a hand to it.
It's just not strong enough. Strong enough.
Yes, unfortunately.
Will we do a double then on Monday?
Sorry?
Will we do a double watch along?
Will you be here for the? Will you not work? Well, it's 5 o'clock kickoff for Austria.
Yeah, Monday I'm off, but I'm working the Tuesday.
Do you want to do a double watch along?
Yeah, let's do a double.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's do a double then. Yeah. And then the next one for England is Friday, which is Northern Ireland at 8 o'clock on the Friday.
Yeah, I'll be okay for that one as well.
And you're okay for that? Yeah. Austria and Norway play each other at the same time. And then I say, what I'll do for the games in between that is, like I say, I'll send you the message and you can say yes or no, depending on your work or whether you want to or not.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll do it. It'll be interesting, that a double one. Especially with England going second.
Yeah.
Mike, did you put a bet on 9-0? That's what I want to know. I mean, to be honest, it was unlucky, but you can see why it's been given. I mean, you need to keep your arms down, but it's hard, isn't it? It is hard because you're there
as well. Like she's gone up, she's trying to get the ball. Like, yeah, I think that's such a shitty rule, to be honest, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Shot on goal from Wade, but it was blocked. I think Mike. Oh no, Mike will have gone because he's doing another show with Dan.
Okay.
Dan, the Burnley fan. Unfortunately, this is sort of one-way traffic, but it is still, to me, I'm still enjoying the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's Northern Ireland, so I'm kind of, I'd like to see them do reasonably well, not get humiliated, but it's a pleasure watching Norway, to be totally honest with you. And like you say, they can only play who they're up against, and it happens to be Northern Ireland who aren't sort of brilliant. But,
yeah, I mean, obviously they'll have tougher tests going forward, but yeah, you can only beat what's put in front of you.
Exactly. I mean, they're just passing it about to each other at the moment. Yeah, but how often have we seen with any game where you've got we see it in the cups all the time, and we see nobody would have said Hungary should have beaten us 4-0. So there are times when you go out against the team and you don't perform, but they're just enjoying themselves at the moment. Norway, I think, it's a pleasure to watch them. They're just lining up to take pot shots, aren't they? I have to be honest with you. Oh, that hit her hand as well. That hit her arm, but she was turning. I don't think that. No, that's not been given. I don't think There's a corner to Norway. Up and in. And headed away for another corner. 5 corners. This will be the 6th corner for Norway. And they're doing it short this time. And they tried to be too cocky and they lost it. I was going to say, can Northern Ireland take advantage? They couldn't. It's back with Norway. They've got numbers back now, Ireland, and I think that's going to be a question of can Norway break that down.
Yeah.
But no, they don't need to be. They're sat there 3-0 up. So we're into the last 10 minutes, and we'll say we're looking. Oh, I mean, if you're looking at 150 passes completed for Norway, 75 for Ireland. Oh, that was a bad ball. If they got that ball again, it's easy for us to say sat here watching it, isn't it? You know, I couldn't hit a ball in a straight line if you gave me £1 million, but. That was it. I think that was a bit of a wasted opportunity. She had loads of space down this left-hand side, clipped a lovely ball in, but they don't look very happy, the Northern Irish fans.
No, not had a lot to shout about, have they?
No. I love that when they scan into the crowd. Go to wave and he goes off them. I just hope this doesn't demoralise the Northern Irish. You know, I think they've got to come and say, look, you know, we've done well to get here. And I'm not being I hope I don't sound patronising. I'm not meaning to be. But I just say that I just hope they don't, you know, let this affect them.
Yeah.
You know, they were ranked 32 of the 48 teams that started to try and get to the finals here. So they've never qualified before. We've got here one to watch for Northern Ireland is Rebecca McKenna.
Rebecca McKenna.
Right back. The right back made a senior Northern Ireland debut age 17 in 2018, but a real breakthrough came with a performance in the playoff against Ukraine, the second leg win last April on her 20th birthday. That has earned her a regular starting place and a club move to England.
Nice.
When we get to the half time and we've had our breaks and what have you before the second half, have a chat with you about, because of course Leicester City women have made a signing today.
Oh, excellent.
Tottenham captain, apparently.
Interesting.
Showing the men how it's done. Did the news show earlier, the regular news show at 6 o'clock. I went, We made a sign-in. But not for the men. Yeah. I think, didn't control that then. Gave the ball away, but it bounced back to Northern Ireland. I think Northern Ireland will want to get through to half-time now and not concede a fourth.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's going to be easier said than done. Good defending there. Absolutely well done. Number 22 and number 14. And just shepherded it out. Good defending.
Get it wide. Get it wide. Go wide. Go wide.
Four minutes to go. Can they do something just before half time?
Oh.
I mean, it's not all over yet by any stretch of the imagination, but
Yeah.
you can't see
Like
the yeah. I think a fourth goal as well would then just kill it off.
Yeah.
Oh, the long ball tried by Norway didn't come off. Oh, that was an attempt. That was the right idea, but just didn't quite make it to the player. And they come away for one last chance, maybe. 2 minutes to go. Oh, a clever little ball there. Will she get to it? No. Good defending again by Nelson there, number 5. Who's not happy with something.
I think she thought it was her ball or Ireland's ball.
Right. Oh, nah. Norway again, they're trying things. It's just not coming off for them at the moment.
No, they look. I mean, they look the more dangerous for sure, but it's. I feel like it is evening out a bit more.
Yes, it was just like I say, 2 goals very early. Helen, good evening. How are you? I says hi, Chris, and hi, Louise.
Hi.
Are you watching the game, Helen? It's entertaining. If it's me and I'm watching this game, it's like watching Germany, England with those kits on.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's ridiculous, ridiculous. Oh, Helen, you 2-timing me. I mean, she kicked it out there. Now that Irish defender should be getting rid of that ball quicker. Lost it straight away. You've been seeing somebody behind my back, Helen. How very dare you? Don't blame me. It's a good channel, Maisie's channel.
Oh no! What you
3 minutes added time on. It's not a good performance, Helen, but I think we have to take it into account. that these are a class apart. You're looking really here at a sort of it's like a championship team playing a League Two team, really, isn't it? In fact, that's probably being unfair to Norway. Probably a Premier League team playing a League Two team. That's no disrespect to Northern Ireland. It's just how it is,
Yeah. And it's like I said, they're kind of England 15 years ago, where they've not had the money, they've not had the. It's not just about the money; it's about the promotion of the game in Ireland.
Yeah.
They need young girls. They've got obviously a lot smaller pool of players that they're going to be able to pick from, which is a problem. But that's a problem for the men's side as well.
Yes.
But yeah, they just need the infrastructure and the pathway to see. If I'm a girl in Northern Ireland and I want to play football, I can, and I can get to a high level.
Yeah, definitely. Just don't do anything silly before half time, Northern Ireland, please. She's going to have a shot here. Again, a good save from the goalkeeper because it took a deflection. That was a good save. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. No. Throw in. I thought she'd blocked her there. I mean, if you can stay still being in the game at 3-0 down, that Irish goalkeeper Burns has kept the team in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shot, she was always lining up the shot. I think it took a deflection. Let's have a look. No, it didn't, but it came through a few Irish defenders.
Right.
And that's it. It's half time, and I think we're all going to go and have a bit of a.
I need a bathroom break.
Yeah. We'll be back in a bit, guys. Thanks very much. Stay with us. We're just going to have a quick break.
Leicester lead again. The goals are flowing here now.
The Leicester Till I Die shop is now open. For all your Leicester Till I Die merchandise, visit the Leicester Till I Die shop at our website.
No, because I put us both on mute. Well, no, when you, I can say a while ago, if you play a GIF, which is like that, be right back, Boy Williams of a GIF, it doesn't mute you like when you do. It mutes you when you play a video. And I came back once, and I was eating crisps in the background, thinking I was muted, and I wasn't. So I was going to say, big news. My Leicester shirt is coming tomorrow.
Which one have you gone for? Home kit.
So, well, they say it is. Fingers crossed it will be. But yeah, before we come on to the, are they going to get wet through with those sprinklers? That is the question. But let's have a look. Josie Green has signed for Leicester City Women. Wales international midfielder Josie Green has made her switch to LCFC Women following 6 years with Tottenham Hotspur, subject to league approval.
Nice.
29-year-old joins the Foxes with a wealth of experience, having been a regular in the Barclays Women's Super League for Spurs since their promotion as quadruple winners in the 16-17 season. Green was made captain of the side in the summer of 2020 and made a total of 15 appearances for Spurs last season, scoring once and helping them to fifth place finish in the WSL. Prior to joining the North London outfit, Green progressed through the youth ranks of Watford, making a senior debut for the Hornets during the 10-11 FA Women's National League season. She's represented Wales, as we say. She started at the age of 16. She started to represent Wales. And speaking to LCFC TV, Green said, "It's really exciting to meet the girls and join the team. It's a really exciting club to be part of, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for a new challenge." Sounds like not a bad deal.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, she's obviously got bags of experience in the league. So, yeah, sounds like a good signing.
I think so, yeah, and that's what we need, because we are still a club that's in transition from a championship to a Premier League team. We were, when we looked at one point, that we're going to come straight back down, didn't it? But we had a change.
Very much like the men. Very much like the men. It looked like we were going to go straight back down as well.
Yeah, so we should win it next season then, the women. Yeah. I did a show with Jonathan Morgan, and he was telling about the women, you know, and King Power coming in, and he was sort of understanding. He probably felt he took them as far as he can do. We had Linda Benford come in, and at the end I think we were quite safe. I think Birmingham were a lot worse than us.
Yeah, and that's the, like, again, it's really difficult because the money's just not there. Like a Premiership in the men's side, if a team was coming up from the Championship to the Premier League, they'd spend money, and that might not keep them in the division, but they'd spend money. They would try to stay in it.
Yes.
And arguably that didn't happen. But it's also very difficult when you've got teams like Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, who have got that money and already are established. So as a player, of course you'd want to go there. Again, it's very much like the men's game. You want to go and play as high as you can and will hopefully win things. Get into the Champions League, all those kinds of things that those top teams can offer you.
Yeah. The interesting thing for me is that Liverpool have just got promoted. So they've been down in the second tier. And I don't know if they are the same, they are owned by the main club like Leicester is, but
I believe so.
No, I'm not sure. But yeah, and I mean, just giving us breakdown. I mean, we're looking at it here, and it's Norway 3 and Northern Ireland 0, and you can't say it's not deserved. It felt like they were toying with us at times. But let me just read you this. This is Northern Ireland's pedigree. Northern Ireland played their first game this is Northern Ireland women in 1973. But through the 1990s and early 2000s, barely played, not even entering the Women's Euros between 93 and 2005. Even since then, their stature was that of minnows. As recently as the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup qualifying, they lost 7 of their 8 games in qualifying. They were twice beaten 6-0 by Norway early in the Women's Euros 2022 qualifying, which made their 2 draws against Wales and 2 victories against Belarus to finish second in their group, already a big shot before they saw off Ukraine in the playoffs to reach their first final tournament. So, I mean, 4-0, they've lost to this team twice in qualifying. I don't know how that would happen with the men's team, whether they end up in the same group or not, but they must have got, oh God, no, when they saw that they'd got Norway.
Yeah, but I think, again, being that low down, whatever group you get put in, you're kind of going to have that feeling of, oh, great.
Yeah.
If they've got a group with Germany in, they would have felt the same. If they've got a group with Spain in, they would have felt the same. So I think you kind of just have to roll with it.
Yes.
It's somehow it worked out. But again, you just got to go out, play the best you can, and hope for the best.
Yes, yeah. And with Norway, just by comparison, they qualified as group winners, scoring 34 goals and only conceding 1. And they've won this tournament twice, 87 and 93. But in 2017, they only made it to the group stage. Their pedigree, the unhappy 2017 campaign in the Netherlands when they lost all 3 games was a rare group exit for Norway, who had only suffered that fate once before at the Euros and once in a World Cup. By contrast, they were world champions in 95 and before that twice Euro victors, as well as runners-up in 2005, 2013. Good God, it gets worse the more I read this. 2 tournaments where they proved their tradition as a nation that performs when it matters, as they had not been tipped to get that far. A huge improvement at the 2019 World Cup when they made the quarterfinals are a sign that Sørensen's team are a danger to anyone. I mean, when you look at those 2 pedigrees, they're poles apart, aren't they?
Yeah, like I keep saying, they are England 15 years ago where, the chances of you winning are small, and everything's kind of put up against you because, and again, it's really hard. It's hard for small nations like that anyway. Like they're automatically at a disadvantage just by the pool of players they've got. Then obviously the infrastructure, the team, the fact that it disbanded and then got back together, like it's just like they had to start again. So you just need to give it time, and if it's given the money and if it's given the respect, like I say, it will get better.
The problem is that you have got to think, have Northern Ireland got the ability to give them that sort of money and backing? That's
the thing I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They're making a change.
That's what you've got to do.
Yeah, Callaghan's coming on number 8, and Caldwell has gone off number 16. I'm thinking that's probably the player that got injured towards the end of the first half.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't look at the stats too much. Possession 61 to 39%, shots 15 to 4, on target 9 to 0, corners 7 to 0. Let's not worry too much about that. I still can't believe that they never took the knee. I was really shocked at that.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's one side's decision or I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. I don't get it. Thank you very much if you're watching this and have subbed to the channel Leicester Till I Die TV. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget, you can get all your retro football wear, whether that be international or domestic. You can get European teams like Barcelona. You can get top English teams like Leicester City. And you can also get English, not showing any bias there at all. And you can get England, Man City, and all. It is a great choice. 3retro.com, all the W's, 3 as in the number 3, retro.com. And now I've got a great selection, great service. I've got most of my English shirts. This was from there. It is a really good site and great service as well. And they are backing us. They are backing Leicester Till I Die TV with our Euro coverage. So please show them your support, guys, if you do need a shirt. So 3-0, Northern Ireland on the attack in the second half, being crowded out there by a couple of Norwegians on one player. And they're breaking away Norway. Then calming it, slowing it down and passing it back again. I mean, I know this is only I've only watched 1.5 games so far, but I've really enjoyed the football that's been on display.
Yeah, me too so far. You're always going to get games that are a bit one-sided like this one, maybe, but...
Yeah. And you're going to get 0-0 boring draws, because you will in any, Man City, Liverpool can play out a 0-0 boring draw, exactly. But if you turn the sound off and didn't know, you wouldn't know whether you were watching the men or the boys, the men or the girls. Sorry, especially with England last night, it was much better than the male counterparts. And don't forget, of course, everybody, Lou did predict that England were going to win the competition. So sorry, I'm not supposed to remind you of that, am I?
Oh. Yes!
And then the corner comes in. Oh, header, the goalkeeper went for it, didn't get it. Going around his head. Oh, yeah. Oh, did it, didn't it? Didn't it?
Did. Uh-huh.
Yes, they're giving it. Her watch must have vibrated. 3-1. So it is not all over yet. Even if they did think it was. Oh. What a... That's not... Now, come on. That's going to give them... Oh, yes. She that was bad defending. They just never got it away, Norway, did they?
Oh.
Yeah, that is... It showed a goal, we didn't know. We go 3-1. Come on, get back in. Helen, welcome back. What a start it is. They would have needed that. They would have needed that. I'll just give them a bit of a boost. And that is a nice play out to the wing. I'll update the score in a minute. Yeah, they're holding on to it a bit too long. Because if it goes into a tackle, Norway tend to win it. But well done, well done. I mean, would you say if I'm not going to take anything away from Northern Ireland, it was a good header, etc. But they should have cleared it, Norway, shouldn't they? They made a pig's ear of the defending.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you say, the Irish can only take advantage of it, which is what they did. So
yes, yeah, indeed, and that will give them a boost, won't it? It will definitely give them a boost. Yeah, I think already I'm just watching them now, and you can almost see that extra oomph that it's given them.
Yeah. Oh.
Now you've got me worried.
No, we're okay. We're okay.
Oh. No, how did that not go well? Good defending from number 22 there for Northern Ireland. She threw herself at that, didn't she?
She did.
Why hasn't that updated? I think. There we go. That was strange. Have a look at this from behind. She missed it. She missed it, the Norwegian striker. And it gave Ireland the chance to defend. And they're coming now. A shot. Straight at the goalkeeper. Straight at the goalkeeper from Wade. You've got to be. I've got to say, I know I'm a man here, but that's a huge headband that Norwegian goalkeeper's got. Isn't it?
It looks like something you'd wear when you're working out.
Yeah. I really thought that was what. Did she cut herself? She got bandages around her head. It's massive.
No. Got the ball. Got the ball.
A free kick. This is a dangerous area. But well done to is it Julie Nelson who got the goal? No.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah. And a first booking there for Northern Ireland with S. Robson on the receiving end.
Oh.
So free kick to Norway. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh. I think she possibly saw it late, but oh dear. Just as you say that, Helen, just as you say that, I mean, I feel sorry for the goalkeeper there.
It's her job to set up the wall, though, and I don't think she set it up right. So
No, that's an excellent point. Excellent point. I take it you had a takeaway tonight.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
It wasn't a chicken tandoori Chinese chicken pizza, was it? By any
Yeah,
chance?
but it was spicy. I had lemon chicken and rice.
Oh, I
So it
can't
was
do
spicy.
spicy. I can't do spicy. Only because I've got really, really, really bad heartburn. And if I have anything spicy, then
Sets it off.
it does. I'm on medication for it, but that's why I don't have curries. Always, it's a balls. I know Norway got to it first. That was a good idea by the Northern Irish, but they didn't quite make it. 4-1. I did say we're going to see more goals, didn't I? Ian, welcome back, sir. How are you? Hope you are well still. It's 4-1 to Ireland. 55 minutes gone. He's probably going to have taken the window. I was offside, surely.
Oh.
They could have done with just hanging on a bit longer, couldn't they?
Yeah, they always say that you're at your most vulnerable when you've just scored, and I think that was a case of that, to be honest.
Yes. Again, how often have we seen this with Leicester? You know, we've done it a few times where we've scored straight. You know, I think one straight from kickoff when we played Leeds, but we've also conceded quite a few as well. Wrighton scored Wrighton scored the goal there on 54 minutes to make it 4-1 to Norway. And Ryan did go to the game yesterday at Old Trafford, but he wasn't able to supply us with any sort of videos because he couldn't get a signal in the ground, which is understandable. I always have that at the problem at the King Power. Oh, I didn't know this. It's World Chocolate Day, Louise.
It's not, and I've not had any today either.
No, I haven't. Well, that's going to change.
Yeah, I haven't got any in my house though.
I'm
trying to be good with these, so I don't have it in my house.
I won't eat it on camera.
Such a high level
You've had long COVID. My neighbour's got that. Oh, almost finishing her off for 8 months now. Wow. Fortunately, no major improvement. My symptoms are constantly tired, body aching, all over headaches, breathing problems, and feeling hot. My God, Ian, you have my sympathy. Lee Chappie, he had it for long COVID for a long time. That sounds stupid and obvious, but he couldn't get over it. But 8 months, that is a long time, Ian. I hope you get better soon, mate.
I've been incredibly lucky, especially working at the home. I've not had it.
No. I mean, my daughter, or one of them, because I've got twin daughters, one of my daughters is training to be a psychotherapist. So she spent a lot of time in care homes as well.
Yeah.
But she was having regular, tests and what have you. I think she caught it twice, all in all.
I have to test every day at work. I get my temperature checked every day before I'm even allowed to walk in the building.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like a prisoner in your own home. I get that. I do get that. Helen says here, a question for you, Lou. What do you make of the ref? Do you think she's doing a good job?
Yeah, pretty good. I think everything she's given has been correct. Not had many really stoppages in the game, and she's not had any major decisions to make.
No.
So,
I mean, the penalty,
yeah, good job
was pretty straightforward. He went to VAR and she looked at it,
Yeah.
That was unlucky. It was a ball in the box there for Northern Ireland. 60 minutes gone, half an hour left, 30 minutes. 4-1 to Norway. And Norway are on the break again down the left-hand side. It's 5 defenders against 3 Norwegians. And Norway's backing it up now. Oh, a little clip out to the back. What a lovely ball from Norway. What's she going to do with it? Clips it in, but it's straight at a Northern Ireland defender. That was a lovely, lovely move from Norway, I have to say. Yeah, I tell you what, the refereeing's been a hell of a lot better than we've seen in the Premiership, Helen. Is the Notts County game on lcfc.com?
I would have thought so.
It's at the training ground at Seagrave. I remember we played Birmingham there the other year. But I don't think does it allow fans to go?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Oh, it says ticket. It says ticket information.
My answer is yes, then.
No. Then when you click on it, the first one is Seville. Yeah, they do have like a little. They have a thing there where you can, there is seating available down the side of the pitch.
Pardon me?
I'm getting excited about Leicester playing there. And I said earlier, they are playing, of course, our first pre-season friendly, 1 o'clock kickoff on Saturday against the biggest of the 2 teams in Nottingham. Yeah, it's live. Free and live on LTIDtv. So are we doing a watch along for that? I don't know whether you'll be in or out. Lou?
I'm at work. I'll be at work.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be at 1 o'clock. I've got a short day on Saturday.
Oh, well, like I say, you have my respect doing that job. I don't know if you can hear the motorbikes in the background. I think it might be Motorbike Thursday at Poole Quay tonight. I thought it was Tuesdays, to be honest with you, but and they're going to make 3 substitutions, Norway, which I bet you can't play.
The players now, can't they? Ready for the game against us?
Yes. Liverpool, Helen, sorry, just talking there. Liverpool just saying that Liverpool FC have been promoted up into the Women's League. this year into the Women's Premier League. Are the Liverpool women's team owned by the Liverpool Fenway Group, the same as the men's team? Like King Power own the men's and the ladies team. We asked that question earlier. Bloody hell, can you hear those motorbikes?
I can.
In fairness, I have got my window open because it's so hot in here with the lights. But 4-1, and I've got to say, a really, really, really interesting game. Sometimes you just have to stand back and admire what you see. And as soon as I say that, Norway give it away.
Yeah.
But she kept it too long. Oh, and then they give it away again. Cross comes in. Oh, the hand goes up for the penalty. They're not going to get it. It's kicked long for the Norway. No, she's not going to get anything for this. No. Oh, well done to the Irish defender there. Very neat. 2 of them down. Allowing play to go on. That was well defended by the Irish, and they got out of that, and very nice indeed. I think they can take heart from this game.
Yeah, played much better in this second half, and I don't know whether that's because Norway have took their foot off the pedal a bit, or whether they've actually got better, but much better in the second half. And he scored an absolutely historical goal in their first international tournament. So
yes,
it's not a bad night's work, really. Especially when people thought this game would have been, a 9-0. And that wasn't out of the possibilities.
Well, when you're 2-0 up after, was it 13 minutes? You're thinking maybe he's not as daft as he looks.
If they hadn't lost those 2 early goals, you're looking at 2-1. You're looking at a completely different game.
Yes. But Helen, I don't know if you heard that or not. Do let us know. Like I say, is the Liverpool women's team owned by Fenway Sports, who obviously own the men's team? It would be interesting to find out and see what sort of backing they have. Oh, Norway down the left here. Crossed it in. Now that was easily kicked out by the Irish defender, number 5 there, Nelson. Throw into Norway. Yeah, I did a Norwegian cruise last year, and I absolutely loved the country. Loved it. I have a soft spot for Norway. Going up the fjords. I didn't see any dead parrots though. For anybody who's old enough to remember that sketch from Monty Python. Oh, no! Oh, for God's sake.
It's offside.
Oh, thank God for that. I mean, that was hot butter through knife, wasn't it?
Hot butter through knife?
Yes, but even a hot knife through butter.
That's more like it. That's the same I actually know. Yeah, it was. And again, you're playing one of the best teams in the tournament, aren't they? So
yes.
Too good.
I can't believe I said that.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
So it remains 4-1. Coming up to 70 minutes. I'd just like to see Northern Ireland just get another one now, would you? But it's not going to happen anytime soon. Oof. Oh, that was a close decision. But in fairness to the Lions lady, she got it right.
Yeah.
Or assistant referee, of course, as they are called these days.
Yeah, I still call them the linesman.
Yeah. Oh, punch clear by... oh, yeah. A good punch there, in fairness, from the Irish goalkeeper. Number 9 kicked it back in for Norway, but it was up and over. She's looking a bit crestfallen there, unfortunately, the poor girl, the goalkeeper. She did that well with one hand. It wasn't a bad fist. Oh, now she's smiling. And there's going to be another change for Northern Ireland. Chocolate fire guard, yeah. Well, it's chocolate day today, Ian.
Stop saying chocolate. It just makes me want chocolate.
That's favourite chocolate bar. I've got to ask it. I always ask this when we get onto chocolate. You'd only have one chocolate bar. What would you have?
I'd have the Lindor orange bar. It's really thin bar, but it is so good. I love orange flavoured chocolate.
I love mint. I've got to be honest with you, but for me, it's an old. I just keep coming back to it all the time, and that's Twix.
Twix.
But having said that, like I said, I could pick 4 or 5 others.
Yeah, I love crunches. I love bounties.
Oh yes. I love gold bars. Have you ever?
I love gold bars. Yeah.
Yes.
Karen Max. Love them.
Oh, my mum used to always eat that and never give me any. Yes. What's going on here? I think she's shouting for something, the Irish player. I think they're going to make the substitution, though. So there's no number up on your sign, love. Oh, there must have been. She's seen it. I couldn't see a number. Cadbury's plain simple, says Ian. Good night, guys. I'm feeling tired now. Yeah, long COVID, mate. Thanks for popping on. Thanks for the subscription, Ian. Really do appreciate it. And I hope you feel better soon. And pop on. We're doing, like I say, doing every England game and probably every sort of Irish and Austrian game in the groups. And others as well. So good night. It's a good night from me, and it's a good night from her. I always wanted to say that. Helen says, well played, Furness, indeed. Coming up to the last 15 minutes. I just hope Norway don't get any more, because I think that would just sort of... They can walk off with their heads held high, can't they, the Irish?
You can. Like I say, this is one of the top teams in the tournament, so there's no disgrace.
No. Good tackle. She has been probably their best defender. And I couldn't see what number it was. I think it was number 12, was it? I'm not sure. Down that right-hand side. The right back, that was the one that they were saying earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're right about her, yeah. Oh, here we go again. Here we go. Oh, she couldn't control. Whoa! That was well defended. Well put her off then. She was coming in for a big hoof, the Norwegian player. She was coming at that like a steam train, wasn't she? A tip in the box. Oh, get it? Yes, and she gets it. Yeah. Two players that have impressed me for the Northern Irish, that the right back and the goalkeeper. Yeah, 22, McGee. That's the one I was thinking of. I think she's got some good tackles in.
Yeah, if I had to choose a kind of woman in the match, it would probably be her.
Yes. Oh no, the one to watch was Rebecca McKenna. Oh, wasn't McGee. But she has, for me, that McGee has played really well. And I know it's hard to say that a goalkeeper's played really well when conceded 4, but she has.
She's made some good saves.
Let's have a look. Oh, McGee's right back. She is playing right back today, so the one to watch isn't even on the pitch. Or, let's have a look. Rebecca McKenna. No, she's not on the pitch. Yeah, and history's been made for them tonight with the goal as well. So,
I'll have to make a change.
yeah, she's not even. Oh, what's happened?
Well, she is in excruciating pain in the seat.
I don't know, but she just got a little like tap from behind, went down, but I think her knee twisted, and it looks like she's done something to her knee.
Ouch.
I dislocated my knee, so I know her pain.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, would you say? I'm guessing if it is a discolated knee, that's the tournament over for her.
Oh yeah, for sure. If it's as serious as a dislocation or anything that's like ligaments or anything like that, yeah, that tournament's done for her, unfortunately.
Yeah. And she's finally got a board that works. The other board wasn't. I thought it wasn't working. So it's 62%, 38% possession to Norway. 17 shots to Norway, 7 to Ireland. Only 4 on target though. But then again, they've made them count, haven't they?
Exactly.
349 accurate passes to 176 for Ireland. Let's see, McKenna. Yeah, they haven't got McKenna as they've got 7. They've given a 7.1 so far. McKenna. McGee. Burns, the goalkeeper, has got a 7. As has McGill. I think that was just gone off. Furness has got 7.4 and Wade 7.2. but there's only 5 players the same in the Norway team that have got over 7 as well. So they can definitely go off with their heads held high. I mean, 2-0 down after 13 minutes, and you're thinking it is going to be a bit of a tank in here.
Yeah, that's the thing, and like they have played much better in the second half, I think. But it's just can't afford to give chances away to Norway like they did do.
Yes. I mean, technically, the second half has been a draw.
Indeed, yeah.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
What a save.
You're ahead of me.
What a
Isn't what
save.
I'm thinking, is it? Oh, whoa. Again, the goalkeeper. That was a good save.
What a good save.
Ten on target for Norway, 2 for Northern Ireland. Yeah, Burns has had a good game as well. I agree, Helen. I think Louise and me would have her as the second player of the match.
Yeah.
And I apologise now if I ever say man of the match. He just comes out without thinking. They've defended better in this half as well.
Yes, definitely.
But you just saw then, the player did well to bring it out for Northern Ireland, and then it was just that final ball, wasn't it? It was a great idea, but it just wasn't quite in place. Yeah. I tell you what, as well, with that save, they're just showing it now. I mean, the Norway player should have probably scored, but she managed to push it to the side as well, not straight out.
Yeah.
Cheers, Helen. Thank you very much. So, what do you say? Player of the match, lady of the match? What do you say?
Well, whatever you want.
Right.
Whatever you
want. You've gone very dark.
Yeah, let me turn itself off.
And now, with 7 minutes to go, we have our seance. You don't have much luck there with your telly shutting off at the end of the game yesterday. And now you're live.
I plugged it in, but I hadn't turned it on.
Ah, it does help. Yeah, I mean, the Irish fans, they look like they've just been enjoying themselves. They've been amazing. And I'll tell you something else as well, Helen. I bet we go through this whole tournament without any crowd trouble. I think they're all putting the lights on. Oh, Helen, I can't talk about that on here. That would we'd end up as question time, a political channel. All I will say is he had to go. Let's just leave it at that. And move on. There's a free kick here to Norway. I think all the Arsenal fans got excited. They turned the news on and saw a resignation and thought it was Arteta going. Apparently, I got a lot of abuse off Arsenal fans the other night. I'd done a show. No, there's a few in the chat, Helen. I just think they're being just watching rather than chatting. I went on Luca's on his Instagram channel, and I didn't. I was trying to sort of. I went. It came up that he was doing a live show. Of course, you got to be on your phone, and I went up, and I don't know if I said this the other night to you or not. And I ended up being like his dad, sort of having to explain to him sort of, why. Why do you want Arteta to go? Because he's not improving us. Yes, he is improving you because you did better than last year. Yeah. But then we want European football. But you've got European football. We want top 4. Well, you got 5th, and it's still better than last year. And apparently, as because he's an Arsenal channel, all the Arsenal fans in the chat on Instagram were giving me so much hate and abuse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I say to Arsenal fans though?
You want the truth? You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Do you know what I say? If you wanted top 4 football, you should have kept Arsene Wenger because he always got you top 4 football.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I always say, be careful what you wish for. You wanted Wenger out, you got Emery, you wanted Emery out, and you got Arteta. Oh, Norway! It's a replay. I did that once on a watch along. I was refreshing my screen because it had frozen, and then I started commentating on the move that I'd actually seen 2 minutes before. Oh, another good save from Casper. It was very similar to the last save. It was. No, that was it. I was watching that. By the time I sort of reloaded, it was showing me a replay. It was the replay I was watching. Oh, dear. Go on, Northern Ireland. Just get another one. 3 minutes. Just coming up to 2 minutes left now. There'll be stoppage. Yeah. Definitely. There's been a lot more stoppages in this game than last night.
Yeah, I think there's been more free kicks and stuff, haven't there? Ireland just kind of gave a few free kicks and stuff away. And obviously the penalty will be a couple of minutes as well. So
yes.
With a bit of the match left.
McFadden then wasn't taking any prisoners. She was straight into the back of her.
Yellow card. She's on a yellow card as well. She needs to watch it.
No. Yes, indeed, Helen. At least people have stopped complaining about no football.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
Well, no. So, we're making the last change for Norway, winding the clock down. We're into the last minute of normal time. I'm sure there will be added time, and I won't do my Ninja Turtle joke again. Tell you what, Alan, they could do this if these first 2 games are anything to go by, they can put this tournament on every break, summer break, It's a lot more entertaining than a lot of the daft stuff we watch. Oh, and then she then she goes and puts the ball into Southampton dock.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 10 seconds to go. Do we see how much injury time is going to be on?
5 minutes.
5. Wow. And I've got to say, well done for the BBC for covering it.
Oh.
Indeed, Helen, 5 minutes. And you never answered my question about Liverpool women, Helen. Oh, that's offside. Oh, she didn't. Good defending again. Good defending again. I think if they defended like this in the first half, we might be looking at a different scoreline.
Definitely.
But you can tell that Norway are just that, you say, a little bit more gifted, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually, when you look at the history of the two teams, number 22 again. She's a little powerhouse, isn't she? She looks like she's 5 foot nothing, but my God.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks tiny compared to some of the players.
I'm surprised she seems to have run, because they've come down a lot down that left-hand side of Norway, down Norway's left, and obviously her right. 9 corners to Norway, 1 to Northern Ireland. Damage was done. Indeed it was, Helen. Indeed it was. Well taken there by the goalkeeper, who does a Pickford, as we like to call it these days. Oh, the ball stayed in there. I thought I was going to go out. It didn't. It went along the touchline. Or the sideline, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, I think you've totally summed it up well there, Helen. Second half, Irish have been better organised and got a consolation goal, but Norway are the better team.
Yeah.
And I think you just, if I don't know, I mean, had they have, I don't think Northern Ireland were ever going to win this, but maybe if they just managed to hold on that bit longer after they scored.
Yeah, I think Norway always had gears to go up though if they had to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
"21 attempts to Norway, 6 to Northern Ireland," and that kind of sums the game up. In fairness, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, they've been much better in the second half, but as Anne said, they are the better side. But again, something that's been two momentous things happened today. Number one is that they've obviously played in their first game in a international tournament and they've scored a goal. That's huge.
Yes.
There's going to be girls back in Northern Ireland watching this game, seeing that, and that hopefully will snowball.
Yes. And they've come up against one of the tournament favourites here, and they've not. Okay, it's 4-1, but it's not it's not been a humiliating defeat, has it?
No.
The Irish fans there still giving it everything.
As always.
Yes.
Always. Like a good sing song.
Yeah, Irish play Austria next. We're doing a double watch along, Helen, on Monday. We're doing both Austria, Northern Ireland, and England, Norway. Because England, Norway is after. Come on, we're into the last seconds here. Yeah, the Irish can go off head to head. Now it's all over. It is all over. Norway 4, Northern Ireland 1. Irish ladies, take a bow. You did not embarrass yourselves at all. And it was another good advert, I think, for ladies football.
Indeed, yeah, it's a good game. I think Norway were on top pretty much the whole game. But yeah, they're both teams now move on. Ireland have got a winnable game against Austria. I think they can win that game. So they'll be looking at that. And obviously Norway have got England. So that's the one really that's probably going to decide who tops the group.
Yeah. If you look at the stats there, yes, I think it pretty much depends, sums the game up. I'm just seeing who they've given their man of the match to. Certainly on the Irish side, you've got McGee 6.9. She's gone down. I don't know how they do that, to be honest with you. I really don't.
She's my woman of the match for sure.
Yes, I'm going to agree with you. I must admit, this site that I use, and there's another site as well, I sometimes do wonder about their scores for the players. I'm not going to lie. But well done, Ireland. Like you say, you can't. You've done yourselves proud. And if this is, these first two games, if this is what we're going to see for the rest of the tournament, all I can say is bring it on.
Yeah, definitely. Couldn't agree more.
Helen says here, Nelson's goal was a good header. Yes, it was. It's just a shame that they sort of conceded, so soon after, really. But such is life. Like you say, it's a learning curve for them. It's their first tournament. They're up against one of the favourites. I don't. Look, they're just got the kids there. They're over there, just having a bit of a mini celebration with their fans, asking for the children to be passed over the fence, which is lovely. That is what it's all about.
Indeed.
Football. Yes, there's rivalry. Yes, there's a lot of money in the men's version. But for God's sake, grassroots football's the same. And watching this here, going over, just getting the kids on the pitch with you, taking it all in. Nelson makes history for Ireland, just showing the goal. It would have been very easy for her. I think it came at her quite quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at it then. I'm sure if that gentleman in from yesterday was watching again today, he would have claimed that wasn't a goal. Do you remember the one? Lou, I will let you go. Thank you so very much for joining us today.
No worries. I'll see you on Monday.
I will see you on Monday, and try not to work. Well, try to enjoy work. Let's say that. I know it's not easy.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Good luck, and thank you very much. I'll see you on Monday. Take care.
See you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks to Louisa. We are going to be back on Monday with a double watch along of Northern Ireland against Austria and Norway against England. The scoreline could have been a lot worse. Indeed, Helen, yes, it could. As I say, in that second half, it was a different Irish team. But then you've got to say, did Norway maybe take their foot off the gas a little bit because they're 3-0 up? Interesting. Looking at the league table there, Norway are top, only obviously on goal difference. You are welcome, Helen. I hope you can join us on Monday for the double stream. Thanks to Helen. Thanks for Ian for coming in later. Thanks to everybody that subbed. We've gone up a few subs today, so I appreciate that. Ian, I know he's gone off. Mike has gone off to do another show. I do know that as well. General DFAC who joined us on Twitch. And we appreciate that, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. And good night, Helen. Good night. Good night from me, and it's good night from me. Always say, please, if you do need any retro football wear at all, whether that be England, Brazil, Germany, even all your football teams, Man City are in there, Leicester are in there, all your retro shirts and vintage football clothing, www.3retro.com. They are supporting Leicester Till I Die's women's Euro coverage. Please support them. They are good quality. It's exactly what I've got on at the moment. And as I say, I go to them for a lot of my shirts. Talking of which, the new Leicester one should be back. Should be with the post tomorrow. So I've got to be up early. Make sure that I hate it when you're waiting for something like that, and you get up, you go to the door, and there's a little red note there going, "We tried to get hold of you, and you weren't in." Yeah, it is annoying. But thank you so much, and please do what the little banner there is saying, and that is subscribe, please. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody that was in the chat and joined in. And if you have been listening to us, I thank you for lending us your ears. We will be back, like I say, tomorrow. And I might be doing a watch along early doors. I'm trying to think. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look. Who is playing tomorrow? We may be doing Spain, Finland. We might be doing that tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and then we've got the debate show afterwards, when we're going to be looking at racism and homophobia within the game. Has taking the knee, rainbow laces, etc., made any difference at all? And we've got people for whom it is a very personal debate as well. That is at 9 o'clock. We were doing a live watch along Spain, Finland at 4:45. Thank you all so very much. Take care. Have a good rest of the evening. And remember what I always say, whatever you do, don't do anything I won't enjoy. Thanks so much. Take care now. Good night.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
Cool. I'm out of here. Ooh, that's a wrap.
Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over.